Kendrick versus Drake. 2024 will forever be known as having the summer of one of the best hip-hop battles of all time.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Kendrick Lamar just dropped. Kendrick dropped?
It's one of those events that we're going to be talking about for years to come. We're going to be telling our grandkids where we were when Kendrick dropped, and then dropped, and then dropped.
Meet the Gram! 6 minutes! Oh, Lord!
I was in the middle of the woods at an EDM festival and had no phone service for the entire weekend, so I had no idea what was going on. One of the Canadian DJs got up on stage and started talking shit about Drake, and I didn't understand why. It seemed really, really random. But then when I got home, I saw that Kendrick dropped, so I did what any music lover does. I rolled a fatty and I went and sat in my car. I hadn't seen anything. I hadn't seen any reactions. I hadn't seen what anybody had to say about it. I was totally blind. I got to listen to Euphoria, 616 in LA, and Meet the Grams back to back to back with no forewarning of what I was getting myself into. When I say that my jaw hit the ground and didn't come back up for the next like 45 minutes, I'm not even playing. And when Meet the Grams came on, it actually scared me. Like I was looking around my car like Jason Michael Voorhees was walking through my neighborhood. And then of course the next day,
I see dead people.
Not Like Us dropped, and I got to enjoy the excitement of that with the rest of the world. Since then, there's been no shortage of Drake and Kendrick content on these here YouTubes, breaking down every single word, metaphor, and entendre that they said. And I watched it all. But one thing I noticed, a lot of people will play clips from their past videos in their content, and it dawned on me, I know these songs like the back of my hand, but I've never seen the videos. I don't really know why. I just kind of stopped watching videos about 10 years ago. And I also don't really keep up with celebrity gossip like that. It has to find me. I don't really go seek it out. The last thing that I remember hearing about Drake was when Adonis was revealed or whatever. But I don't really watch him like that. Ever since Kendrick so eloquently broke down Drake's entire existence for me,
You lied about your ghost riders. You lied about your crew members.
I've been wondering, what can I learn about each of these men by how they choose to express themselves artistically in their videos? And today, I am going to go back to where it all started with Drake, and I'm going to be looking at Best I Ever Had. Before we get too far, let me introduce myself. My name is Camille, and welcome to my second channel, The Confused Playlist, where I get to talk about anything music related that I feel like talking about. So if music is your love language too, consider doing some of the YouTube things to help me grow, because this is literally a brand new channel starting from zero. Okay, enough about me. Let me set the scene for you. 2009 was the year of Lady Gaga and the Black Eyed Peas with their songs Boom Boom Pow, I Got a Feeling, Poker Face, and Just Dance took up 4 of the top 5 spots on the year-end Billboard charts. So they like racked up. And if you think about it, we really did get some bangers in 2009. We got Beyonce's Single Ladies. We got Jamie Foxx, Blame It on the Alcohol. Lil Wayne had 5 songs chart that year, and T.I. had one of the most successful years of his career with his collaborations with Justin Timberlake and Rihanna. That's 2009. Let's back up a couple years and go to 2006. So as we know, Drake was a child star. He was acting in this show called Degrassi. And in 2006, that's when he started trying to make that transition from actor to musician. And he started putting out mixtapes. He put out his first tape, Room for Improvement, in 2006. Then he released his second mixtape, Comeback Season, in 2007. And after saying goodbye to Degrassi in 2008, he released his third mixtape, what is it called? So Far Gone. So Far Gone was released from his OVO website for free, and it included his collaboration with Trey Songz, Successful, That Used to Be My Shit, and this song, Best I Ever Had. Both songs went platinum, and Best I Ever Had actually made it to number 2 on the top 100. That would honestly be like me with this channel starting at 0, and like next week, I wake up and I have a viral video and 1 million subscribers. Like, that would just be such a weird feeling. Anyway, Drake wasn't actually signed when this tape was released, but the success of these songs actually started a little bit of a bidding war to try to get him signed, but inevitably it was Lil Wayne and Cash Money Records that secured the bag. The video for the song was filmed just a few short months after the mixtape was released, and during an interview for MTV News, this is what Drake had to say before the video was made. The biggest thing about that song is a lot of women come up to me and say, "That's my song because it really makes me feel special." So I told the directors I want the visuals to coincide with that feeling. I want women to feel special when they watch the video and say, "I wish that was me." Or "I know that feeling." That's the goal with this video, to be genuine and not sappy, be sexy and keep it together, but still make the women smile. Well, this was the concept that Drake gave to Kanye West, who was actually the one that directed the video. And side note, to have Kanye West, 2009 Kanye West, directing your first video, that's kind of a big deal. Now, I'm not in the music industry. I don't know this for certain. This is just my opinion. But I feel like if Drake was a woman, like same path, but he was a woman and he was getting ready to make his first video, what they would end up doing is, number one, creating some whole new persona for her, and then giving her a makeover so that she fits said persona, and then they'd probably send her to the doctor to get her reshaped like a cartoon character before they even did anything about the video. And then when they finally get around to making the video, the direction will probably be something like, okay, check this out. Scene 1, you're going to go out in the middle of the court and you're going to be twerking. And then the next scene, you're going to go in the locker room and you're going to twerk. And then scene number 3, we're actually going to put you in the shower, put some soap on you, and you're going to twerk. And then for the grand finale, all the women that are part of the set, they're going to join you on the bleachers and we're going to have a group twerking session. And that's your video. Well, lucky for Drake, he's a dude. I bet the most prep that they made him do for his first video introduction into the world was go get a haircut. Unless he was trying to sign to Bad Boy. Now, Diddy might have made him try to do some above and beyond type shit to make his first video. We know how that goes, but I'm going to save my talking about that man for a different video. Now, it seems like everything went kind of really smooth for Drake. He released his first mixtape in 2006, and by 2009, he had 3 mixtapes, platinum selling songs, and he was signed by Cash Money. However, it wasn't all roses and butterflies. There was some controversy surrounding this song. See, Playboy, and yes, that Playboy, Hugh Hefner's Playboy, ended up suing Drake, Lil Wayne, and Cash Money Records, and UMG Group, and all them people because they sampled a song from 1975 called Fallen in Love. And the group that did that song, they belonged to Playboy Records, or whatever they called themselves at the time. Now, the way that I understand how this went, Lil Wayne sampled the song and it was fine, but then Drake sampled Lil Wayne's song and didn't get that cleared, and that's why they sued him. I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but that's the way that I understand it. It took me a while to figure out what happened with this little lawsuit, but I think Cash Money and UMG ended up paying them off a little bit, and then the case got dropped. But that little lawsuit is nothing compared to this little nugget that I found today. So you know how, there's all the ghostwriting things about Drake and how he be stealing other people's stuff. Well, this started from the very beginning. Apparently, there was this artist named Kai Shine who claims that he helped co-write Best I Ever Had. Now, Drake, for his part, is claiming he never met this dude a day in his life. However, Shine received not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 Broadcast Music Awards and a Grammy nomination for this song. Drake can say that he didn't meet this man ever all he wants to, but how is he getting awards and getting credited for this song? He obviously did something. So Drake's been stealing shit from people since he started. Now, really quick before we get into the actual video, I'm not sure how much of the actual music I'm going to get to play, so as I figure my life out with this, just bear with me. I'll include as much music as I can. In the opening shots, we see a women's basketball team running onto the court. And remember, Drake said in that interview before he made the video that he wanted women to watch this video and say, "I wish that was me. I know how that feels." Well, he missed the mark on that one because I do not wish that was me, and I do know how it feels, and it's called pain. And I know that no woman with big titties is wanting to run around and play sports with no sports bra on. Matter of fact, if you have more than a C cup, 9 times out of 10, you're wearing 2 sports bras to keep them things under wraps. No, Drake, women don't want to feel that way. It hurts. Moving on. I like this little scene, like just in case you couldn't figure it out by watching, they show a sign on the door to let us know that Drake is playing the role of coach. And then we see Drake in the hallway, like flipping over the same one page back and forth, like he really took that role very seriously. Drake must have been working these ladies really hard because they're super sweaty and just cannot stop stretching.
Pants, hair tied, chilling with no makeup on. That's when you're the prettiest. I hope that y'all don't take it wrong.
Out of all the verses, I really wanted to talk about this one. Sweatpants, hair ties, chilling with no makeup on. That's when you're the prettiest. I hope that you don't take it wrong. Guys say shit like this all the time, but I want to know, where's the fucking proof? Where's the pictures? They're standing next to Miss Hair Tie in sweatpants on Instagram. Huh? I've seen pictures of Drake with all kinds of beautiful women. I ain't never seen Drake with this sweatpants hair tied girl that he's talking about and saying that that's when she's the prettiest. I'm just saying, it's mixed signals, right? You want hair tied sweatpants girl, but yet you look at somebody's, social media and who they following and what pictures they looking at and liking, and it definitely ain't sweatpants average girl. I'll tell you that much. I'm just saying, you can't have it both ways, okay? In the next scene, Drake is handing out the uniforms for the girls, and the girl acts like he just handed her some Louis V. The girls head back to the locker room before the game, and of course, we get a titty cam of them bouncing up the stairs on their way to the meeting. I have to say, I do like this verse. Buzz so big, I could probably sell a blank disc. When my album drop, bitches buy it for the pictures. Ninjas will buy it too and claim they got it for their sister. Now, keeping in mind that this was written before he blew up, so he did have some faith in himself, but he knew from the jump that his style was more appealing to women and that men were talking shit about his singing ass and being so sensitive, but they was buying his shit too. We see the lion mascot do this little flip dunk thing, and then I realized that this is the mascot for the other team. Drake's mascot is a bird. Why wouldn't they have the bird fly through the air and do the flip? The game gets started, and right away we see a cameo of Trey Songz and Fabolous. Then we get a look at the green team, and they don't get to be in cute little bedazzled jerseys with their hair up in a cute ponytail. These girls look rough. Like they put a call out for the most manly shaped women they could possibly find. So the game gets going, and we see that every woman on the green team is twice the size of Drake's team. The balls are bouncing off their head. They're falling on the ground. They're doing horrible. Denied. And then they lose 91-14. I'm saying they got their asses whooped. And the video ends with Drake sitting in his office looking dejected. So what did I learn about Drake from this video? I learned that he likes basketball, which has been a constant interest in his life. As we know, he has a full-size court in his house, and he became an ambassador or whatever of the Toronto somethings. I don't watch sports, sorry. Now, I found this article talking about Drake's history with basketball, and one thing I didn't realize, because I never actually watched Degrassi, I never kind of put two and two together, but his character was the star basketball player of the team who ended up getting shot, and his basketball dreams were ripped away from him. Is this where he developed this whole basketball fantasy? One of the lines from the article reads, Drake's affiliation with the University of Kentucky basketball team is undeniably weird as it is explainable. He's attracted to winners. By finagling his way into the UK inner circle, he gets to experience the life of an athlete. Being an athlete is more about than just on-court excellence. It's everything that comes with it, from the sweatsuits to the unconditional adoration of millions. Through years of hard work, Drake has surpassed Ashley Judd as the Wildcats' most famous supporter. Then I saw this clip with him and DeMarcus Cousins that was called the first of Drake's many proud girlfriend moments. So apparently this is a thing that he does.
When are people going to stop saying that DeMarcus Cousins can't keep his cool on the basketball court?
No, they'll think of something else.
One day. I mean, he's athletic, but...
He really is baby girl right here. I know what it feels like to be baby girl and to be like tucked up under your man's arm and be looking up at him all smiley and shit. He's baby girl right there. Not only is he often courtside, but he makes his way into locker rooms. Like, why is he suited up with these guys? What is he doing there? He's not playing. He's friends with a bunch of basketball players like LeBron James. He's been given championship rings and jerseys. I mean, he's really living out his basketball dreams here. It makes me wonder how Drake would have turned out if his character on Degrassi was a chess champion. Would he still be so determined to live out these basketball fantasies, or would his house be surrounded with diamond-encrusted chessboards? Like I said, his character was a basketball star, got it ripped away from him. Has Drake been trying to get justice for his inner Jimmy Brooks ever since he left the show? I guess we'll never know. So to be honest, I didn't really learn a whole lot about who Drake is as a person. The fashion in this video was very Kanye, very Letterman's jacket. And for Drake's very first video, I learned that he likes basketball and beautiful women. And that was way back in 2009. And that's kind of basically what I know about him today. So I really didn't learn that much. At least he's consistent. Well, if you made it this far, there had to be something that you liked, and if so, please consider doing any of the YouTube things. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, this is a brand new channel for me. It's going to take a lot of hard work to get it off the ground, but it's really just hoping to God that people watch it and support it and share it and do all that stuff. So if you enjoyed it, please do all the stuff. I recorded this before GNX dropped, but the game plan is to do an entire series where I go through and look at all Drake and Kendrick's old videos. I'm also working on a series where I'm going back and looking at every video of the year winner starting from 1984. Those are all coming up, so if that's something you're interested in, then stick around. So if any of this sounds interesting to you, come back. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.